the gentleman's going to take you back to town where he picked you up. I'm asking him to drop me at the top of the road because I've got my car parked there and I've got all the way back to London because it's Halloween and I've got two little kiddies covered in black paint I've got to take around the houses. It's a packed life. There's only one place that we could have gone to. We don't have the time, and it is actually disproportionately far away, which is the so-called chalk pit, which the so-called Sid's First Trip film was made by Nigel Gordon. The only thing I want to say about that was it wasn't his first trip. He'd had a load of trips before that film was shot, and he wasn't even on LSD when the film was shot. It was just a load of lads, one of whom had recently acquired a movie camera, namely Nigel, and Sid, being a good-looking lad, was elected to be the actor in a completely on-the-spot, improvised, lightweight home movie where we saw some mushrooms and we said, "Oh, Sid, lie on that rock with those mushrooms on your eyelid," and that sort of thing. And but as a piece of archive, there are very, very few bits of film showing Sid Barrett as a young, happy-go-lucky bloke without bags under his eyes, with his short hair, and you know, recently out of school, into the beatnik thing, not yet a big rock star, just having a good time. But you can understand why calling it Sid Barrett's First Trip might shift a few DVDs, but I don't think anybody was on anything on that particular day. I was there. I can be seen actually jumping around by the bonfire. Apparently, I haven't looked at it for a long, long time, but it was being remaindered at local record shops for £3. It's a bargain. I'm going to get out of the vehicle now, ladies and gents. It's been a great pleasure. As with the other tour, there's been a lot of talk about a load of bricks, but I hope I've succeeded in conveying some of the atmosphere that he grew up in, an intensely experimental and energetic time, which, you know, I suspect was going on in towns all over the country, and would quite quickly, as it were, whoosh up and become the 60s that everybody talks about. I think the 60s that everybody talks about is an idealised version, and we see Sid as an example of somebody who tasted the other side of the coin that was always there, and at the broadest possible level, that, you know, the presence of the Vietnam War at the same time as the 60s experimentation in people's home countries sort of paints the two sides of the coin for you in a very dramatic way. I think it's inevitable that the detachment from the real world, or the political world that the hippies had, would somehow come back to visit them. And there are parallels there, in a way, with Sid's life. So I'll take my leave now. I'll get my coat, and I hope you have a very pleasant evening, and I hope it doesn't rain. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Who's